When I rented that house, the landlord only gave me one rule. He looked at me and said, "Whatever you do, don't go into the attic." I thought he was joking. The rent was cheap, the neighborhood was quiet, and honestly, I needed the place, so I ignored him. The first few nights were normal, until around 3 in the morning on the third night, when I woke up to heavy footsteps directly above my bedroom. At first, I thought it was rats or pipes, but then I heard whispering. Real whispering. The second I turned my lamp on, everything went silent. The next morning, I asked the landlord about it, and the moment I mentioned the attic, he looked nervous. I asked him why he warned me not to go up there, and after a long pause, he quietly said, "Because the last tenant did." That night, the footsteps came back louder than before. Then I heard the attic stairs slowly creaking open in the hallway. I walked out of my room and froze. The attic door was hanging open, even though I knew it had been closed earlier. Cold air poured down from the darkness above me, and then I heard a voice whisper my name from inside the attic. The next day, I finally went up there with a flashlight. The attic was covered in dust, except for one thing: fresh, barefoot footprints leading into the darkness. I followed them to a stack of old boxes, and suddenly, one of the lids slowly lifted open by itself. A pale hand with long fingers curled over the edge. Then the lid slammed shut. I ran downstairs and called the landlord, screaming for answers. After a long silence, he finally admitted something had been living in that house long before he bought it. I asked him if there was really something inside my attic, and he quietly replied, "Not just the attic." That night, I heard knocking from inside the walls. Then I heard footsteps upstairs. I looked toward the hallway and saw the attic stairs hanging open again. This time, there was something standing at the top, tall, twisted, watching me from the darkness. I ran out of the house and spent the night in my car. Around 2 in the morning, I got a text from an unknown number. It said, "You left the attic open." When I looked up at the house, I saw a shadow moving behind the attic window. I moved out the next day, but a week later, my old apartment complex called me and said someone had come asking to rent my previous apartment. When they asked for the person's name, they gave mine, and before hanging up, the man whispered something in a voice I recognized immediately. The same voice from the attic. Now you know how it feels when I live downstairs. When I rented that house, the landlord only gave me one rule. He looked at me and said, "Whatever you do, don't go into the attic." I thought he was joking. The rent was cheap, the neighborhood was quiet, and honestly, I needed the place, so I ignored him. The first few nights were normal, until around 3 in